Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Forrest Holman here, and welcome. Welcome back. Freaking bug. Anyway, something just decided to go onto my screen. Anyway, welcome back to more Nintendo Switch 2 stuff. So I'm here to play some games based on the Nintendo Switch 2 handheld mode. In which case, it is currently on charge at 82%. I am using the upper the upper uh, the upper plug-in, so that way we can charge this up while I'm playing the game. So there's that. And on top of that, funnily enough, I'm also charging up my my phone with the same. These two things are being charged up by way of my PlayStation 5, which is kind of funny when you think about it. But anyway, so I have curated a bit of games that I wanted to play. So first off, I wanted to play these three Pokemon games to kind of give different aesthetics with it. So here's how it's going to be done. I'm going to be playing the Nintendo GameCube first. I've already picked the game that I want to try out because, quite frankly, with one of the two games, one of the games I've been very much wanting to try out. The other two I haven't played very much, uh, because then I'm not saying they're bad games. They're obvious classics, and they have a right to be on the Nintendo GameCube, part of the Nintendo classics. But right now they're just not really my forte at the moment. But you never know. I might be willing to give them a chance in the future. I'll be playing Pokemon Violet to test out the Nintendo Switch 2 capabilities. I'll be playing Pokemon Legends Arceus just to see how it fares. Just because why not? I know a few people that really liked the game. I'll be playing Pokemon Let's Go Eevee to test out the motion control of the Switch 2 controllers, just to see how that feels. And then we're going to end it off with a Nintendo 64 game that I also grew up with, which I very much grew up with. Hello, Daniel Barry. How you doing tonight? Now, when it comes to the Nintendo GameCube, I was very much happy that this came out. If you guys watched the Nintendo Direct, Nintendo Switch 2 Direct video that a friend of mine made, his name is Josie. Shout out to this man. Um, if you watched his reaction, you'll see how excited I was. And almost immediately, you could also hear me talk about Star Fox Assault, which is a game that I don't have a GameCube or a Wii to play it on, but I still have this game to this day because it was my very first GameCube game. Which is ironic. It came out. I got my GameCube and that game at the same time for Christmas in 2005, about a year or two before we got a Nintendo Wii. I played this thing so much that I'm hoping that it comes to Nintendo GameCube on the Nintendo Classics part of Nintendo GameCube. Um, so yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with the Nintendo GameCube. Uh, Nintendo GameCube stuff. And as you can tell, we have three games. And because of my settings, we have the North American and the European. It really kind of sucks when you think about it that they won't let you play the Japanese version alongside. Because what's the point of having the North American and European versions when you don't have the Japanese versions? Like, and I even made sure to and I even looked in the settings. Yeah, I could play the North American or the European versions, or both if I really wanted to, but no Japanese. What the heck? They also give you the CRT filter, but I'm not really a fan of filters. I mean, I know why they're doing that because you know the aesthetic and all that, but personally, I'm not gonna go for that. As for the game that I'll be playing to show off the Nintendo Switch 2, the Nintendo GameCube, With the three choices of F-Zero GX, The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, and Soul Calibur 2, I gotta go with the series that I've enjoyed the most. I've only played F-Zero X, and I've never played Soul Calibur 2. I've been a long time fan of Zelda ever since I bought the 3DS version of Majora's Mask, back when around the time it came out. I don't know if it was like maybe at most a few weeks ahead of that, if not the day of, or like about a month after it came out. I'm not sure. Which is also ironic because I would have ever since I heard of a particular creepypasta, I have avoided that up until I bought it. I avoided that game like the plague, to the point to where I wouldn't even watch any gameplay footage of the game, which is saying something, because I was so young and I was so fixated on that one particular creepypasta. It's why I avoided Majora's. But then as I got older, I'm like, dude, I gotta face that fear anyway. I mean, hell, Majora's Mask is dark enough as it is. That creepypasta made it even darker. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Also, I gotta say, I think the European version is a lot better with the artwork, compared to the North American, because it's much more clear, and I love that. But we're gonna play the North American version because, of course, that's the version I grew up with. That's the GameCube that I grew up with. So, without further ado, let's begin. Enough talking. Let's start playing. So this is The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. The one thing about this game, as the years when this game first came out, not very many people, if any, liked it, just because, primarily at least, because of the graphics, of how cartoony they looked. With the cell shaded graphics, it was not really well liked. Like the critics loved it. Like obviously the critics loved it, but the fans didn't really care too much for it at the time. Nowadays, it's a well loved and well respected game. But the reaction to it when it first came out was so bad that Nintendo would ultimately decide to go back to the drawing board. They would use this style a few times, primarily on the Nintendo DS ports of anything with this style of graphics. Um, but ultimately, it would cause Nintendo to recreate a Zelda game using more realistic graphics. So, yeah. This is but one of the legends of which the people spoke. Long ago, there existed a kingdom where a golden power lay hidden. It was a prosperous land blessed with green forests, tall mountains, and peace. But one day, a man of great evil found the golden power and took it for himself. With its strength at his command, he spread darkness across the kingdom. But then, when all hope had died, and the hour of doom seemed at hand, a young boy clothed in green appeared as if from nowhere. Wielding the blade of evil's bane, he sealed the Dark One away and gave the land light. This boy, who traveled through time to save the land, was known as the Hero of Time. The boy's tale was passed down through generations until it became legend. But then, a day came when a fell wind began to blow across the kingdom. The great evil that all thought had been forever sealed away by the hero once again crept forth from the depths of the earth eager to resume its dark reign. The people believed that the hero of time would again come to save them. But the hero did not appear. Faced by an onslaught of evil, the people could do nothing but appeal to the gods. In their last hour, as doom drew nigh, they left their future in the hands of fate. What became of that kingdom? None remain who know. The memory of the kingdom vanished, but its legend survived on the wind's breath. On a certain island, it became customary to guard boys in green when they came of age. I love how I said in green like it was a question. Clothed in the green of fields, they aspired to find heroic blades and cast down evil. The elders wished only for the youths to know courage, like the hero of legend. Yep. So that is the primary story of the game. Like I was saying earlier, before the story kind of interrupted me, this game was so poorly received by fans to much degree, primarily again because of the graphics. It would cause Nintendo to go back to the drawing board and make a new Zelda game, but with more realistic graphics, and thus Twilight Princess was born. When the crowd, if you guys don't know, there's a video showing the reveal trailer for The Legend of Zelda with the realistic graphics on the GameCube that was praised so much by the audience that they went bananas over it. I'm gonna press start so we don't get interrupted again. So yeah, it was well loved by the fans, and so Twilight Princess, honestly, with how Twilight Princess goes, I don't know which game is darker, Majora's Mask or Twilight Princess. I haven't played it myself, so I can't really say for certain how dark it is, but I mean, I got a few of the Twilight Princess manga, like literally like the last few volumes, and that was because I got them for Christmas again. Because I bought the box set for the Legend of Zelda manga, not including the Twilight Princess, but I did hear that they were doing a set with the whole Twilight Princess manga, so I might go into that, even though I got those three over there. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started playing as Link in The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. We literally already said this. Can we literally just... I just read this. I can't press the button, it won't let me go past it. So we're gonna have to... I'm not gonna read it again. Instead I'll just take a drink of my tea. Oh, shit, I don't got any left in that cup. But yeah, so I will talk about this story. Does this story sound familiar to anybody? Well, for the most part, this game is actually referencing The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Primarily this bit right here. Um, because how it goes is where you have a young boy who was uh, you had the young boy Link. He was helping Princess Zelda collect three of the sacred stones, I believe they were called, and after he set them in their proper place and he pulled out the Master Sword, he would be forced to be into a deep slumber for 7 years. And in that time, Ganondorf decided to, well, he basically ruled the land for that 7 years. So Hyrule at that point in time was set in darkness, and it would stay that way up until the return of the legendary hero, the Hero of Time, um, who would do things that would build up to him facing Ganondorf, who would basically make a last ditch effort. I won't say what that last ditch effort was for spoiler reasons. For those that have not reached the final boss or have seen the final boss of Ocarina of Time. But he does do a last ditch effort to try to win. But ultimately, the Hero of Time wins out. However, as per the story, at some point, the evil that was thought to have been defeated comes back, and when the Hero of Time doesn't return, all of a sudden, this new being pretty much lays waste to the land of Hyrule. We will see what that aftermath is in this game, but for right now, we're going to be set on a different setting. So instead of taking place in the land of Hyrule, we're taking place somewhere else. You'll see where we're going here in a moment after the story is officially over. So yeah, so because of how long this took, I will play for yeah, we'll see. Let's see. But this is Outset Island. Big brother! So that's a little sister. Big brother! Takes out his telescope to look out. Walks on the path. And there's our character sleeping just in there. Big brother! Oh, look at that sleepyhead. Finally woke up, did you? Hmm? Wait, where did you go? I knew you'd be here. Oh, how did you go from there, from the ladder to over there with sneakily? What? This is my favorite spot to gaze out at the sea. When I play with the gulls, I call it Errol's Lookout. So, do you remember what day it is today? Do you think he looks like he remembers what day it is? You're still half asleep, aren't you? Yes, he is. Did you forget? Big brother, it's your birthday! And I said, wait, what? That's why Grandma has been waiting for you to come back to the house. She's been waiting for a while now. It's a good thing I came to find you. So that's telling us where our house is. We should probably go home and see what Grandma wants, don't you think? Yeah, best not to have her worried. Alright, so we have this right here. So Alright, so we have our controls set up. We have the A button, the B button, the Y button, and the X button. We also got the Z button, which I'm... Actually, let me, see something here. Alright, so the arm... Okay, so I'm gonna assume the right... The upper left... The upper right is the Z button, while the bottom right bump... right trigger... So the right bumper seems to be like the, Z button, while the right bumper is the Z button, if I had to guess. But anyway, gonna do this here. Let's go home. See what our grandmother wants to see. Yeah, so that's our air bubble. I'm gonna assume that's the case. We got somebody over here. Hoi, Link! Hey, is it true that if you just have a little courage and run as fast as you can, then you can jump to that rock out there? Huh? Is it? Is it? Tell me! Alright, let's see. Oh. So I get some rupees here. So we have a blue rupee, which is worth 5. And then we have a yellow rupee, which is worth 10. Wow! I hope I'll be able to jump like you someday, Link. In due time, young man, in due time you will be able to jump exactly like I did. Just wait about another year or two and you might actually have that down pat. Oh, Link! Happy birthday! Hey, did your sister Arrow find you? She was supposed to tell you that your grandmother was looking for you. Speaking of your sister, she saw me at work the other day and she said she wanted to learn to carry jars on her head like me so she could help your grandma with chores. So, if you see her, tell her that all she has to do is stand in front of a jar and press A to carry it. To put the jar down, she just has to press R. Can you tell her that for me? Yeah, she tells us that, and that's going to be important. Yeah, so let's go ahead and... Oi, Link! Press L right here and use A to talk to me. Try it! That's correct. You're a smart one. You, my friend, have just out-targeted me. You see, when you press L, you can target certain objects. I, for one, use it quite often to talk to folks who are far away from me. Of course, even if there isn't anything around the target, you can press L to face forward, you know. It's quite handy, indeed. There are a myriad of other ways to use L targeting as well. Quite an ingenious little thing, if I do say so myself. Of course, that's not the only trick in my bag. Not remotely. I can teach you a few more things if you'll just climb up that ladder over there and drop by my room. Wait, what ladder? Oh, this ladder. Okay. Now let's see what he's got. You're growing up, Link, which means you're going to need as much wisdom as you can get from this point forward. And if you want to be wise, you must first know things. Now, I was born before you, so I know all sorts of things. As if that means anything. Yes, I've been studying all manner of topics for many years now. Now I can tell you're a smart lad. Lately, I've been thinking it's time for me to pass some of my wisdom down and I think you're the one I'm going to pass it down to. Count yourself lucky, lad. Everything that you see tacked to the walls here is something that I've researched thoroughly. And before you ask, yes, I do know my filing system is odd. Organizational issues aside, however, it's all extremely useful information. You would do well to read it all very carefully. Reading leads to knowing you know. Oh, what the heck was that? That's such a racket! Can't you keep quiet? You knocked everything on my shelves! You bastard hooligan! Honestly, the hooligan I'm referring to is my younger and much less intelligent brother, who lives just downstairs. He hates studying, all day, every day. The lout just exercises and practices with his weapons. Does he exercise his brain? No! The brain's a muscle too, I think. I mean, you do use it a lot, so I guess it is a muscle when you think about it. Anyway, the only thing he does study is the art of fighting. Right now, for instance, he's been studying fencing and whatnot. As if that's of any use to anyone. He simply doesn't know how to do anything besides exercise. I ask you, what's a brother to do? Ah, so yeah. Sturgeon's 1-point lessons. Oh wait. Oh wait, is this all from left to right? Sturgeon's 1-point lessons. Lesson 1. The energy of life. To be young is to know no limits to one's stamina. To become stronger, one must first know oneself. The 3 hearts in the upper left corner shows one's current life energy. Perhaps a fancier way to describe it would be to call it a life gauge. As one experiences trials, hardships in life, one will naturally gain more hearts. However, if one is injured and takes damage, those hearts will decrease. At such times, it may be possible to replenish one's health by cutting grass and finding hearts. Lesson 2. Do not underestimate the sea. It's easy to get swept up by a little success at swimming, but the sea can be fickle. Swimming for too long will drain one's energy, and eventually one will sink. Watch the round icon in the bottom right while in the water. This is one's swim timer. One should be sure to get back to shore before one's swim timer runs out. If one doesn't, I can't be responsible for what happens next. In other words, you may or may not die. Who knows? Lesson 3. The Great Map of Life. As one is often hasty and acts without thinking when young, it's easy to get lost on one's way. Just look at my brother. It is a confused time such as this that one must refer to his or her area map in the lower left. The yellow arrow shows one's current location. Enlarge the map with the right arrow key on the D-pad, or hide the map with the left on the D-pad. The up is the up button in the top right portion of the area map indicates wind direction. Always remember that the wind blows in the direction of the arrow. Always. In other words, if you don't pay attention, don't blame me for your misdirectional problems. Lesson 4. Material goods. The more things one tries to experience in life, the more experience-related belongings one tends to gather. And of course, with those belongings come a need to keep track of them and keep them in good order. One needs only to press the Start/Pause button to see the items he or she has obtained. The items screen contains items the player can set to and use with the Y, Z, and X button. The quest status screen, for its part, contains vital items related to one's quest. It's possible to switch between these two screens by pressing the L or R button. Lesson 5. How not to report... wait, hold on. How not to regret the things one fails to do in life. A very important lesson! There are many things one longs to do in the limited time one has in this world. The easiest way not to regret things one wanted but failed to do is to save. While one may feel invincible and wish to continue one's quest, one never knows when disaster or calamity might strike. If one's life energy is extinguished before one has had a chance to save, then one's life will have been lived in vain. I'm a dark person, I can't help it. It is a shame to regret the deeds one has failed to accomplish in life. Press the start or pause and choose save on either the item screen or the quest status screen. Lesson 6. Improving human relations. To improve one's relations with one's fellow beings, one must be outgoing and press the A button to speak to all people one meets. When one opens one's heart to others, others will open their hearts in return, and offer wisdom on many important things. If the person's advice is strange or cannot be understood, one should not feel shy. One should simply ask the person to repeat the statement by pressing the A button again. More often than not, if one asks politely, a person will say the same thing over and over again until the meaning is clear. That sounds like, that last bit sounds like something that narrator or whatever it was from the Stanley Parable. That sounds like something he would say at the very end there. Lesson 7. Knowing one's own abilities. To improve one's life, it is wise to watch A and R calmly whenever one comes across a person or an object. By doing so, A and R will pass along wisdom without regarding one another. Pass along wisdom regarding how one can best interact with that person or object. To know one's own abilities is to know one's limits. Yeah, that's true. Lesson 8. Changing perspective leads to success. The young often assume that they can see all that is before them, but oftentimes they are missing out on a grander scale. By using the C stick to change perspective, one can often find oneself, gazing upon sights and discoveries one never expected to see. Once one has seen all there is to see around oneself and determined an appropriate course of action, it is wise, then, to press the L button and take action. To get things at eye level, one should stop in one's tracks, press L, and hit the C stick. I don't know how, we got like 3 more lessons to go through, don't worry. Lesson 8. Changing perspective leads to success. Wait, we already read this one. Oh, wait, never mind then. Lesson 9. A fool and his rupees are soon parted. It is commonly known that he who makes a poor use of rupees will have a hard life. In order to fulfill a long life, it is wise to gather rupees early for me. Lesson 10. Becoming the champion of life. Learn all there is to learn in lesson 1 through 9. And no matter what happens, do not give up and do not complain. Do not stay home all night playing. Alright, I'll just go ahead and head out of there. Alright. So let's go ahead and head down here. Let's see what's going on down here. Link, is that you? If I recall correctly, today you are the same age as the legendary hero. When did you get so old? You must build strong muscles from now on. Strong muscles! You have come at the perfect moment. I was just trying my rolling attack. Allow me to teach it to you. Are you ready? Just run as fast as you can, and press the A button. That is how you perform a rolling attack. If you think you understand, then try to roll into the wall. Go on, young one. Such a racket! Can't you keep quiet? You knocked everything off my shelves, you Dr. Hooligan! Ah, my brother upstairs is very high-strung. He is just a way of knowledge. He locks himself in his room and studies all day. He is quite wise. Yeah, wise, really. But with that big head of his, he is hardly accommodating. On top of it all, he is so very feeble. At times, I'm ashamed to call him my brother. But enough of that, Link. I sense the natural talent that beats in your veins. But you need more than talent to make it in the world today. You must also be bold. And to that end, I shall teach you the art of swordplay. What say you? You wish to practice your skills with the sword? Yes. Very good. Your first lesson shall be the horizontal sights. Good. Keep coming at me until you hear me say very good. Very good. This is the vertical slice. Hold down to target me, then press B. Keep swinging. Very good. This is the thrust. Good, that is enough. He says it like he's yelling at you, like, that's enough, stop. As I foresaw, one day you shall become a master of the sword. But it is still too soon to give you a sword to carry around with you. I'm afraid I cannot give you one yet. If I did give you one, I am certain your grandmother would be quite upset with me, and I do not need that. But if for any other reason you feel you need more training, then come see me again. Thank you. I just look at how he looks. Like, just look at his face. Look at Link's face. Just looking at him like, yeah, I'll be back for you, maybe. Goodbye. Anyway, let's go out there. Get out the door. What the? Your grandma was calling for you, Link. And so was my mom. Interesting. Okay. Hmm. Alright, hold on a second. Let me try something here. I just thought of something here. Oh, he doesn't even react. It's like, it's okay if you do it, Link, but if my mother does it, that's a problem. That's literally what he just sounded like. But that's what it just boils down to. He doesn't have a problem with us doing it, but if it's his brother, he's got a problem. It's kind of funny. Alright, let's talk to our grandmother. Hmm. Nobody in there. Let's go upstairs. Oh wait, I gotta go this way. Yep, okay. Hey, Grandma! I've been waiting for you, Link. Link, try these on. Time suddenly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes. You got the hero's clothes! What is with Link's face? They look like they might be a little warm for this weather. Don't look so disappointed, dear one. Just try them on. Today is a day to celebrate. It is the day that you become the same age as the young hero spoken of in all the legends. You will only have to wear them for one day, so don't look so down. Be proud, child! In the olden days, this was the day boys were finally considered to be men. They were taught the ways of the sword to prepare them for battle with their enemies. But we don't live in such an age any longer. Our ways are the ways of peace. Nowadays, I suppose Orca is the only one on the island who still knows anything about swordplay. Wearing the family shield on the wall as decoration is another tradition that has been carried down from those days. Does all this make sense to you? Yes. Isn't that nice, Link? They suit you perfectly. A perfect fit. Well, tonight I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party, so I'd better get started. I better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Your grandma's going to make your favorite soup for you tonight. Mmm. I just know you're looking forward to it. Now, go get your sister, Arrow. Alright. Let's go through the door here. Let's show our new clothes to our swordplay teacher. Link, heed my words, do not neglect your daily training. There we go. Yeah, so when he's talking about that, he's basically talking about here. Good morning! Welcome to the Island Postal Service. What do you have for delivery? So I'm thinking we gotta go back to where we met our sister. Well, where our sister met us, I should say. We had those 16 rupees. Last we've seen Errol, she was up here. So let's see if she's up there again. Ah, ahoy, big brother! Did Grandma make that outfit for you? But wow, it looks like you'd be way too hot in those clothes. I guess they're pretty neat though. So anyway, Link, can you close your eyes and hold out your hand? Just for a second. I'm going to give you my most treasured belonging. But just for one day. Happy birthday! You got the telescope. This is your sister's most precious belonging. Treasure it dearly. Set it to Y, Z, or X and use it by pressing whatever button you set it to. Do it now and see what you can see. So, well, do you like it? I'm letting you borrow this special gift just because you're my big brother. Aren't you lucky? Ooh, why don't you try it out? Right now. We're looking at our house over there. Alright, so... I honestly guessed on that one, but okay then. Hey, what's that? Link, are you looking at the red position? Who's that? He's weird, doesn't he? Link! The sky! Look up in the sky! Whoa! Ooh, at a ship. Ah, you can try, but you'll never kick me. What? Ah! Ooh. Link, this is so terrible. That girl fell into the forest. She needs help. But it's too dangerous for you to go in there without something you can use to defend yourself with. Alright. Oh, I didn't want to go in the water. I know just the place that we gotta go to take care of getting armed. Ooh, Link! Hey, congrats! I'm really looking forward to tonight, buddy. We're gonna party. But are you really that old already? Wow, time flies just right by. Huh? It never ceases to amaze me. I mean, for example, I swear I just cut the grass in this field the other day, but look at how tall it's gotten. Oh well. The mysteries of time and grass. So you want to try cutting the too, and you'd be surprised at the things people drop in the grass. It's like hunting for treasure, except that's the kind of grass cutting tool you can't cut the grass. Sorry, buddy. That's okay. Yeah, we only get 1 rupee from that. That's fun. I think I gotta go over here, that's right. That's kinda, oh crap. Get out of the water! I just saw a wild pig! Ooh, see, don't you see him? It's perfect. He wanted a pet. If you need to go grab it, okay? Grab it? Things are worry about this. To get close to one, you have to hold on to crouch and slowly. Started with bait, I guess. How close. Oh yeah, I got it the first time. Okay, now what do I do? Because I'm not throwing this pig, even though I already did twice. And let's go back in here. Oh, what is the matter, Link? You have an urgent look about you. Has something happened? Whatever it is, the look on your face inspected is no laughing matter. What say you, Link? Ah, have you come for sword? Yes, sir. Ooh. Ooh. Hmm. Alright, there's a fine display. And yet, I sense a certain anxiousness in the sword you hold. An eagerness that goes far beyond the mere desire to be wielded on the fields of battle. I do not know what has happened, but I have faith in you. Somehow I doubt you will misuse that sword. You may have it, Link, and live it freely. Take the blade with you. You don't want to let down the fine old man who has entrusted it to you. Since the olden days, the sword has been used to fend off evil. Its blade is infused with a desire to become strong and righteous. Be strong, Link. I didn't get a shield. Link, what is that thing you have on your back? Did you just like that around? What's happened? She does not like the feathering on her sword there. I'm pretty sure we'd have to get a shield somewhere. Hmm. Oh, I thought there was something there. Alright. What was that noise? It was awful. You better return home. It sounded like that from only the children. You know what I do? I throw rocks to fight it off. You could handle that, couldn't you? It's easy. Just stand in front of a rock and press A to lift it. Let's say you get it through it. If you just want to set the rock back down, press R. Do you understand? Oh, Link, you look cute as a bug in that outfit. I suppose I should congratulate you on your birthday, shouldn't I? Well, to tell the truth, I could congratulate myself too. We just finished building our little hutch and paddock today. Isn't it a delightful addition to the place? I was actually thinking of getting a pet and keeping it here. The boys would like. Well, it's not pets. I wonder what kind of animal we should get. Listen, dearie, if you see any good pets around me, allow me to just bring one here. If you do, I'll give you a little reward. Oh, but we won't tell your grandma about it, will we? I don't know how to feel about that, but okay then. I know it's E for everyone, so I know it's not. Oh, Forrest, just go after the frickin' pig like that, why don't you? Hmm. Yeah, let's see about this one. Why, did you bring that little piglet all the way here just for me? Oh, thank you so much. I was out of getting a pet pig for a while now. The boys will be so happy when they get home. Here, sweetie. This is your reward. Don't spend it all in one place. And we got a red rupee, 20 rupees. So we got 55. As cute as a button, you know it's so cute that I wouldn't mind having even more of them. Didn't we have that one guy earlier? Hmm. Now you're just being difficult right now, Piggy. There we go. Hmm. I'm gonna take this pig up to that house, see what they do with that. Why did you bring me another piglet? Oh, were you all worried that this little guy would get lonely hanging out inside the fence line? So that's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. So we're gonna shed another family member. Here's a little something for you. And you got another red rupee. So you got 75 rupees. If you find any other little piggies, you know where to bring them. So basically, we're gonna get 25 rupees for every piglet that we find. Let's go in here and see what this house brings. I don't know if we can find any little piggies, at least over here. Hmm. Well, at least, hopefully those piggies can live a happy, joyous life with their new owner. Even though they were... I mean, you never know if they were... I don't think you ever know if they were wild pigs or if they were owned before. I am not entirely sure. So if I were a Benton boy, I would say, first off, get off of that. It seems we would have to climb up this way. Gee, I wonder what game it... Ah, I thought that was a droppable ledge. Well then, I have a feeling we gotta get over there somehow. I have this weird little feeling that we gotta climb up. We gotta go over to that. Then we also got this over there. I didn't even... That wasn't anywhere near where I was trying to go there for. I was there, but... Let's try that again, shall we? I was right there and then had to hit the fan and I had to fall down and hurt myself. Oh, come on. Being stopped by a freaking ledge. How lovely is that? Alright. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it there with this game. It's not really an official thing. I feel like I want to play this game as a possible future playthrough. Yeah, I'll go ahead and stop right there. Alright. So next up, we have a Pokemon game that is going to be, that is compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2. Let's go ahead and go into Pokemon Violet. Which, from what I've heard, is actually doing pretty well on the Switch 2. Like, it's running at a more smoother frame rate. And also, I don't know how many people know this, but if you were to go to Nintendo, if you have a Nintendo Switch Online plus Expansion Pass membership, you will be able to get the Nintendo Switch 2 versions of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom at no cost. Yeah, so I only got C dot here, so let me go ahead and fill up my team real quick. I'm just moving these random Pokemon here, just for the heck of it. And just for little shits and giggles. Wow. So not effective that it doesn't even knock it out. Okay. Funny how it says effective for flying press and super effective for high jump kick. Yeah, let's see here. Oh, that one didn't like me. Good yours. Alright. Brace itself. What the heck? Dude, this sounds like those kind of Wild West games you'd expect to see. How long it's been since I last played some of these Pokemon games. I'm honestly considering, restarting them, but I do, have the parties that I had before when I was playing this game, with the exception of Pokemon Sword, on in my Pokemon home box, so that way I don't lose them. So that way I can restart those games. I've already restarted Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I deleted the save data off of that, so that way we can see it. Yeah, of course. So Pokemon Violet will be following suit with that. I'm not sure when though. I just threw a ball. You know, the thing is, it's honestly pretty loud. For a Switch too, it's actually pretty loud. Like, I'm talking like a tablet loud. Like, jeez. Oh, Sandaconda wanted nothing to do with me. I see a Larvesta. Oh my god. Damn. Hawlucha was not messing around. Ah. I'm only doing this because it evens everything up. Oh, I got a moonstone. That's cool. I haven't actually used that in a... Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it is a bug fire type, so that's interesting. What is that tumbleweed looking thing over here? Oh, it's a possessed tumbleweed. Hmm. I'm trying to see how long it takes for my Pokemon to change, because they're not really my team, but they are something. Oh, hey! I recognize this Pokemon. Is that a... Oh, I remember this. I remember this one. I have one of my own. Tinkertuff. And that's why high jump kick is not really well liked. That's why I don't like it. Ooh. I see another fancy right here. Oh wow. Must have been a weak crack meter because that usually does 2 hits. Oh, look at all this. Pokemon! You know, like, dude, look at this. Look at how crazy this is. Wait, Hmm. Oh, here's a trainer I never even knew. Hmm. Let's see what else we got. Oh yes, let's try it on the right on. See how this goes for a little bit. What? Alright, let's see what else we got over here. Oh, you want a piece of this? Alright. I see a hippopotamus. I also see a Donphan. Oh wow, that's crazy. Hmm. Well, they changed it anyway. Wow, that Donphan ran away from that. Jeez. Now you ran away from your kid. How dare you? Oh, yeah, I see it, right? Oh, that's a really good move in my opinion. Heavier the Pokemon, the better the bigger the damage. I was literally right next to it and it didn't even move. Respect. Alright. You know what? I've had my fun doing this, so here's what I do. We only really need to show, surprisingly how that didn't even work, but alright. Just that. Oh, that was a fiddle. Alright. Go ahead and do this with Overfun. Talk about overkill. Oh hey, hey Minky. Here. You know, I'm honestly surprised fighting types are not weak to other fighting types because you know, the whole hand-to-hand combat, but instead they're actually not very effective against one another. So effective, yeah, nobody. That's a critical hit, huh? Alright. Alright. You know what, let's ride around with that. I see that trailer, but we're not gonna. We're just gonna ride along with our. Oh, never mind. Let's run right into a Swablu. I'm not fighting any more Pokemon, it's getting kind of boring this week. As long as I was positioned, I didn't know if I was able to get out of that. Oh look, in the area. In the rare bone. Oh my god. So many small pink Pokemon, I'm telling you. Kinda hard to keep track of what's where. With how small these Pokemon are, you might as well just run in. You might as well just might as well just run on foot. What the heck is that? What is that? That's the first time I've seen one of those. What is that? Hold on. I gotta see this. What is that? What is this? I have to look that up later, cause never seen that before. Huh. Alright. Well. Oh my god, look at all these Pokemon right behind me. What the heck? Dude. Look at this. Overpun, look at all of these. Look at Overpun sleeping. Look at how that works. Look at that. That's adorable. Well, look at this. They're all like right in front of me. Like we have a whole audience right here. Like what the heck? And they're just looking at our battle and they just saw how awesome Overpun was. And they're like, we gotta see this Pokemon in action. Let's go. Look at this. This is awesome. Wow. That is cool. You know what? You guys are just standing there minding your own business. I'm not gonna attack any one of you. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna end that there. Alright. So technically it is like 2 o'clock, and I wanted to do this. But I'll go ahead and do this. Pokemon, let's go Eevee. I will need to use a separate controller, a Joy-Con controller by itself, so yeah. Yeah, I'll go with this. Sure, why not? Now, of course, I could use the grip that came with this, with the Joy-Cons, but I'm not gonna worry about that too much. You know, if they ever made a Nintendo Switch 2 version of this game, they're going to replace that Nintendo Switch with a Switch 2. Because of course. And yes, I would like to start this game in English because it's literally the only language I know by heart. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. And if you want to know how people tend to interact with these Pokemon, well, some people keep them as companions, others have them as battle, and as for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. Now, why don't you tell me about yourself? What do you look like? Let's see here. Technically, I look like this boy here because he's got the kind of blonde. See, here's the thing. I would probably have this guy's skin tone right here, but he doesn't match my eyes nor my hair color. This guy right here matches my skin color and my blue eyes. But truthfully speaking, I like this character the best. Out of all the 4 characters on the left side, I like this one the most. And how about a name, huh? Let's start going by my name. I don't care. Yes, that is my name. Don't wear it out. So your name is Forrest, huh? This boy here is your friend and rival who is run up right next door to you. What was his name now? What would be a good name for this character? Let's go for a placeholder name. And I don't know why, but this name right now, this character right now screams at Jordan to me. I see. His name is Jordan. Forrest, my boy! The very old Pokemon tale is about to unfold. Yes, a world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go! So, seeing how it has been years since this game came out, I feel like not everybody is going to remember this game. Maybe some do because of how they felt about it in some way. Yeah, here we go. Look at that. You know the funny thing is, that remote almost looks similar to the one that I had when I had a Switch. Like when I first got a Switch, this TV, it was the same size as this TV too, I think. This game embodied me! Anyway. I'm coming up! Up and at 'em! Morning, Forrest! What's going on? You got one weird look on your face. Ah, never mind that. I couldn't wait any longer, so I came to get you. Today's finally the big day! We're finally going to get our first Pokemon from Professor and become real trainers! Oh, but before we do... You read the email I sent you yesterday, right? You'd better have. Check your computer if you didn't. I'm going to bunk into Professor Oak's lab, so see you there. Alright. There's an email. Here's what you need to know. As a trainer, press the A button, you can talk to all kinds of people, blah, blah, blah. Plus, if you open up the main menu by pressing the X button, you can save your progress too. Boy, I can't wait to get started, can you? I want to assume that this Eevee plush is replaced by Pikachu plush in the Let's Go Pikachu. I could only assume that, even though I actually do have a copy of Let's Go Pikachu, but that is actually a copy that I bought from my niece for Christmas 2 years ago. Yeah, I'm going to Professor Oak's lab. Jordan asked the professor to give the two of you Pokemon of your own, didn't he? Yes, he did. So this is Pallet Town. There's only one question I have. Considering how long it's been since I last played the game, I wonder how Lavender Town sounds in this game. Well, my god. Well, my good Pidgey, thanks for the help. Huh? I think I understand you all a bit better now, thanks to this. Ah, if it isn't Forrest. Oh, of course. promised to give you and Jordan your Pokemon today, didn't I? Well, in that case, why don't we head over to... Huh? What in tarnation? Oh, you're entitled to Wild Eevee. My, surely wouldn't have expected the Eevee to appear around here. But since the opportunity has presented itself, why don't we practice some Pokeball catching? It's time to throw you out your Pokeball and try to land it on a wild Pokemon for the chance to catch it. Hold your Joy-Con horizontally and point it instead of the screen. Okay, that's what it is. I love that. It's like, just, you can throw it. Just don't forget your surroundings. It's just like as if you're not gonna make sure that the Joy-Con grip is close to your hand, like close to your wrist or your hand or whatever, before you get to, as if they expect us to just throw the thing like crazy over here. Obviously, we're going to catch the thing, because, I mean, what would be the point of throwing a Pokeball if it didn't catch, if it wasn't going to catch it? Well, we caught our first Pokemon. That was a pretty fine performance for a first timer, my boy. Why don't you pick up that Pokemon and give the Eevee you caught a name? What in the... That's a lively Pokemon if I've ever seen one. Whoa! There she goes! Professor Oak! There's Pokeball there. I swear there were only 2 a second ago, but now there are 3. A perfectly reasonable reaction, my boy. You see, one of them is an Eevee that Forrest caught just now. So wait, Forrest, you caught it by yourself? Oh look, we already know which one it is. Well, I've never seen it happen before! Oh, how interesting. Now, my boy, that's it. Take that Pokeball and keep a good hold of it this time. I think it's time to tell you you're going for the wrong one, pal. Yeah, so you go for either one of those Pokeball, it's just gonna just pop up like, hey, I'm over here! How dare you not notice me when I literally just jumped up and down a second ago? Anyway. Oh. Whoa! Hey! We had much better luck with our Eevee than Ash did when he first caught his Pikachu. Already! Which is kind of ironic because in Pokemon Yellow, I think Pikachu would be like that at first, like where it's like, okay, so let's give our nickname. Let's give it nickname guy. You know what? I would give it to the type that I would probably evolve it into if I had the choice, because in this game you can't. So it really does take after Pikachu from Pokemon Yellow. So yeah, we gotta name it Thunder. Not really a good name, but whatever. First, I choose this one, and got a Pikachu. But I'm pretty sure. Oh, just one more thing. Now that you can setting on a stage, I need to ask you about something. Take this with you on your journeys. What's that, Professor? This is the Pokédex I've designed. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught, and it makes an entry for each. It's an extremely high-tech tool. Forrest and Jordan, I want you each to take one with you. And we got a Pokédex. In the original version, aka the remake and the Gen 1 and Gen 3 versions, you get it after you do a job for after you do a thing for Professor Oak. Let's try Pokemon and gather the most complete data to make a complete guide to all the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream, but I'm an old man now. I want to get the job done myself. That's why I want you young trainers to fulfill my dream for me. Quit moving, you two! It's a great undertaking in Pokemon history. A Pokedex, huh? We're gonna meet so many Pokemon. This keeps getting better and better. I'm saying that right now. Before you do the same. Give me you ready, that is. Thunder is staring at your face. Thunder is looking all around at the lab. Thunder turned your way and grinned happily. Thunder is having fun following from behind. Thunder is staring at your face. Alright. So yeah, it's pretty much just Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. Oh, how cute. This is the one you got from the professor? What? You caught it yourself? That's amazing. What should I call your friend? Thunder? It's a lovely Pokemon. My, how energetic. I suppose that means you two will be setting off on an adventure today, right? I thought this day might come soon, so I planned ahead and got this for you. So we got the town map. I use the town map in your bag, you'll always know exactly where you are. Safe travels, dear. You and Thunder be good to each other. Let's see here. It looks like it's enjoying the warmth of the sun. Staring at the shadows of clouds on the ground. Staring at your face. Thunder turned away and grinned happily. Happily following after you. Thunder has a lot of energy. There's ledges on the road, it's been scary, but you can hop down from them. Just head back to Pallet Town quicker that way. So you got a Rattata. But you on anything with its fangs. If you see one, you can be certain that 40 more live in the area. Oh, that's cold, man. Jeez. Wasted 3 Pokeballs on this freaking thing. Jeez, that's not cool. That's not good. Let's see, so Pidgey, added to the Pokedex. Very docile, but the character will often pick up sand to protect itself rather than fight back. Wait, what's... I'm trying to see what my Eevee had, but I couldn't see it. So Thunderbird level 6. Learned Quick Attack, which is a really good move for this early. And then Rattata grew level 4. Oh, what you got? Trying to find something in the plants. We got a raspberry. Yeah, so there's that. Hmm. You know, it's actually kind of funny how you get. Oh, what you looking at? Trying to find something that was dropped in the flower bed. We got a pretty wing. Yeah, so you even can find a number of things here. Oh look, there's Jesse, James, and Meow. Team, that's gonna make me think of their old, that's gonna make me think back to the... Also, I want to say, because we have Jesse right here, because, I did do a thing where, I nicknamed, I named my, when I was playing Pokemon Fire Red, and I'm still gonna be playing, and I'm still looking to play it at some point soon, again. When I played Pokemon Fire Red on the channel, I named I played the female character and I named her Jessie, and I nicknamed my Squirtle Misty, both after the same actress who originally voiced both Jessie and Misty in the original version of the English dubbed Pokemon anime, who tragically passed away shortly before I did that. And that was to pay tribute to her for her contributions to the Pokemon anime. So, yeah. May she rest in peace. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and... oh, fuck's sake. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, do it like this. Give me a second. I just turned the freaking thing off. Okay, give me a second. I gotta... Hold on a second. I gotta do it like this then, I guess. Hold on a second. Oh, great. I'm gonna have to do it this way then. Hold on a second. Alright, so let me turn this off. And then I'll turn it back up. Let me put my controllers back in. There we go. There we go, we got it now. Alright, now we're gonna play from the Nintendo 64 saga. This was my primary childhood right here. And we got a plethora of games I could try. But we're gonna take a break. I would try Pokemon Stadium or Stadium 2, but we're gonna take a break from that. We're gonna play... I'll play Mario Kart 64. If anybody wants to play along, that's fine. But yeah. Yep. As you can tell, I have already played all of the tracks. I always love my character right here. Yep. Wait, am I not played extra yet? Alright. And just for the sake of simplicity, we'll play on Mushroom Cup. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that also reminded me, now that I think about it, I will be going back to playing Mario Party 1 again with the new Game Plus thing I had set up, but I took a long break from it because that last map I did just really set me off. Like, I don't think, ever since then, I don't think I've ever raged as badly as that did. After such a long time. Oh wow, Toad got first. Just at the last second, alright. Oh, that happened. Okay. Oh, wow. That's funny. Bingo! Wow, 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 wow. I love that. That's actually kind of funny. Alright. You know, there's one question I was thinking about just now. With the GameCube, with the Nintendo GameCube hitting the Nintendo Switch Online, I might do a post, like a community post as like a conversation starter. What do you think will be the next game that they put out for Nintendo GameCube Switch Online? There is a good amount of games I can think of here. But I would not be surprised if the next one is Luigi's Mansion. If they bring out the Pokemon games because you have the Pokemon Presents coming out either later this month or I think it was later this month. I think if they brought that back, like if that's how they announce the two games being the next on Nintendo Switch Online, I would be happy for it. Cause I grew up with because I grew up with Pokemon Coliseum, and I remember when I first got my GameCube. That was Gale of Darkness was the one I wanted, but I wasn't able to get it, and I kind of got stuck with Coliseum, which I'm not complaining because I did enjoy that game. I very much did enjoy that game, alongside with Star Fox Assault, which I got, like I said, for Christmas in 2005. So it was 20 years ago. So I've had this game for the Star Fox Assault for what will be 20 years come December 25th. So that's nice. If I was able to get a GameCube and get um memory card or something, I would happily play Star Fox Assault uh for that to celebrate that occasion. Of course, I wouldn't be able to. I'd have to. Some people could say, "Well, you got what about a Star Fox Adventure?" I didn't even. I'll be honest. When I first got my GameCube, I didn't even hear. I never even knew about Star Fox Adventure. Oh, that Toad try to get me with that. But yeah, I didn't. I never. I honestly never heard of Star Fox Adventure. By that point, I just played Star Fox Assault, and that was the game I wanted to get. Like literally every time. I'm not even exaggerating when I say this, but every time there was a GameCube demo that had Star Fox Assault on it, I spent the whole time at the store just playing that game. I'm not even kidding either. That's how much I really wanted that game. I kept playing that game non-stop. Of course I have to stop playing when it was time to leave, which I understood and all that, but every time we went to the store and that game was on the demo disc at the store for the GameCube, that was the go-to game every time. I'm not exaggerating. Every single time. And when I got it for Christmas, dude, I was so... when I got it for Christmas later that year, I was so happy. I literally spent the whole day. Probably the rubber band. That was the rubber band of the Max. Let's see how the rubber banding is gonna work. I didn't realize how I knew how quiet it was. I didn't even think I pressed the button that silences it. Oh yes, I love this map. Because you can always see who's in what place. That's why I like it so much. I wasn't even paying attention to the train! I like this so much. I remember another memory of mine right here. I had Pokemon cards. And every time I wanted to, I would do it. I would use them exactly as this shows. Every time. Of course, I had to make sure the cards were like right there with each other, so that way I didn't misplace any of them. But yeah.
Here we go. I'm a
But
Luigi,
yeah.
number one.
So here's what I'll say about the Switch 2. Right. I do think it's a really good console. Like, but there are some obvious gripes that uh I and goodness knows how many other people share with this console. All right. Small thing first. Go to the Nintendo eShop. What do we see? Well, Mario Kart World as well, but I'm talking about this. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour for $9.99. Honestly, that's $9.99. That is $9.99 too much. It should have been a pack-in game. We all know that. We all thought it should have been, but Nintendo apparently thought otherwise. Fine, whatever. It's not too, if it was a bit more expensive, yeah, I would probably see people being up in arms about it. Here's where it gets more tricky here, alright? But the biggest thing that I have an issue with, we have a certain button that's under the home button that has a C on it. The game chat button. Yeah, we all know about the game chat button, right? Here is where the freaking problem lies with this one. And I have this question to ask, and I think people should think about this for a bit. With how the game chat button works, basically you're able to use it if you can basically use it, but once it's March 31st, 2026, or at least the day after that or whatever, you have to have Nintendo Switch Online to use the game feature. So my question is, which is worse? What the game chat feature on the Switch 2 or EA with their freaking microtransactions that just angered so many people? Which one do you guys think is worse? I'm gonna make a post about it because I'm curious to see what everybody else thinks. Literally what everyone thinks. Which is worse, game chat button or Nintendo's game chat button or EA's microtransactions? That's going to be an interesting question to ask, if I do say so myself. Because they both require money at some point. Like, EA, you have to pay money to if you want to do certain things. But here, you have to pay once a certain time limit is reached. And also, why even use the game chat feature when you have Discord? Because it basically is Discord, this thing. Also, I did hear through the grapevine that a certain YouTuber who is partly known for making both the triggered and mind blown videos is coming out tomorrow, well technically today, with the triggered video on the Switch 2. I'm curious to see what he's gonna say, and I probably might react to that just to see how much of that I actually agree with, or what that makes sense, or possibly what might be an over exaggeration. But yeah, so as far as I'm concerned with the Switch 2 right now, I would probably give it. And I know you gotta factor in the price. And for me, it cost me about $481.55. That is including tax to get this thing. So money is a factor to think about here. So here's how I see it. If you guys don't think $450, let alone $500, is worth getting a Switch 2, and you want to wait for for it to go on sales like Black Friday or something like that, that is entirely your option. I am not going to say one way or the other about that because the way I see it, if you want to get one and how you get it, as long as it's legal, because I gotta make that disclaimer. As long as you do it legally, I don't care how you get the Switch 2, uh, or uh, or if you just plan on sticking with your Switch 1 at the moment and then go for your Switch 2 once the Switch 1 dies, like the support for it goes away, I can understand that. Also, I gotta say this. I gotta talk about this, okay? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. No, it is not dead. It is not going to be dead for some time to come. Yes, Mario Kart World has come out, and yes, people are probably going to be playing it more than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe right now, and I understand that, but it's not dead. As I've said as a few people to I've said in a few servers on Discord, I think now if people want to just end playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I do want to say that is entirely up to them. I'm not gonna agree or disagree with that because that is entirely their decision. But there are other people that are choosing to stick with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as well as play Mario Kart World um, alongside it. I will probably be in the vein of the latter. Because, like I said, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is not dead. People are just probably going to be playing Mario Kart World more often than not for the time being. Because that's how we all are. You know, when you get a new game for the first time, you want to play the game for a few days. You know, that's just how it is. I'm the same way with any game that I buy. I want to play that game for like 2, 3, 4, maybe even as high as 5 days before I go back to playing with what else, playing whatever. That's just how I am. That's how we all are. So, do I think this Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is going to die? No, it isn't. Not right. Not at least not anytime soon. Just people are focusing on Mario Kart World right now. I've said that like 5 times now. But yeah, so and right now I cannot get Mario Kart World because I do not have the funds. Because literally, this thing took a good part of it alongside bills and a new pair of glasses. Well, uh, a protection plan on it, as well as the 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 strap thing that would go around my head to keep it in place. Yeah. Um. Yeah. All of that plus this made it to where I could not buy Mario Kart World this time. I will probably get it on my next check. I'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this game. But also, actually, I did want to add one thing. For those that are what here's what I think here's what I might do once I get Mario Kart World. I'll probably do it in a way where I'll spend 1 week with Mario Kart World and then 1 week with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So that way we kind of balance the two games out, and so that way it's not repetitive, and you include anybody that has either or, if not both games. So that way everybody can feel happy that you're not putting one game over the other. At least do that until Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's play like the people play like until it actually does die off. like when players and people are no longer playing it, and they're focusing solely on Mario Kart World or whatever. Then I could see you go into Mario Kart World full time when it comes to a Mario Kart game. But until that day comes, I will keep playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and, once I get it, Mario Kart World. So yeah, I wanted to point that out real quick because I know that's been kind of in people's minds a little bit. Like, should I play this game? Should I stick with this game alongside this new game, or whatnot? Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. If you guys want to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and not Mario Kart World at the moment, that's fine. If you want to play a World and not Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, that's fine as well. But in my opinion, the best way to go about the whole Mario Kart thing is to play both games until 8 Deluxe's player base is like non-existent. That's my take on it. You don't have to agree. You don't have. If you want to agree or disagree, that's fine. That's just how I see it, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. So with that being said, in a I don't know when I'll do that. I don't know when I'll do so, but before this coming week is over, I will be sure to have my Switch 2 docked and plugged into my TV so that way we can see what it looks like on the big screen. As if this screen isn't already big enough. Like it's literally the size of a small tablet to me, this thing is. Yeah. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I would raid somebody, but well, actually, let me check something here. I'll have to be right back. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to find a place to, just put this right here with my books. I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute, I will be right back. Ooh. Oh. Alright. I know who I want to raid. Yep. I know exactly who I'm raiding. So. So here's what we're gonna do. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and raid Light Phaser. He is playing. Speaking of what I was saying earlier. He was playing, Mario Kart World. Alright, I'm about to give you his link. And then, the hashtag, before anybody goes over there, the hashtag will be hashtag Forest Raid. If anybody wants to do that. Yeah. So, for those of you that don't know what a raid is, basically, you take my my raid hashtag, you go to this link that's provided, which is Lightgazer's link. You go over there, you go into the chat, and then wait, what? Hold on a second. Wait, what does that say? Oh wait, never mind. Okay, never mind. Let's not do him. Let's not raid him because he's got it set to something else, alright? He's got it set on something else. Let me see if there's anybody else we can raid. Hmm. Oh, I don't think so, unfortunately. Hmm. Oh, actually, there is somebody we can raid. Actually, let me share a different link. Never mind on Light Vaser. As much as I want to raid him, he's got it set to ambiance things there. So we're gonna go ahead and do raid somebody else. We'll go ahead and I didn't need to do that. I meant sorry. I did not mean to delete that raid hashtag. Let me look for something else. Can this thing stop clicking on his on that link? Hold on a second. Oh, that's the wrong button. This thing is driving me insane. It won't let me, it just will not let me, it just will not let me do it. Alright, alright, I'll just, post a different link then. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. We'll raid Frosty Lemon. He's playing Mario Party Jamboree. Yeah, so there we go, that should be him. Gonna make sure it is his. But then he just, never mind. I don't think there's anybody I can raid now because one just ended. Mm, shoot. Because, crap. They just ended. They just ended, so I can't raid them anymore. Literally, as soon as I press the link, boom, it shows me the VOD. Shoot. Looks like there's nobody else here. Well, there is one person I can raid, but I don't know if if they allow raids or not. I am not entirely sure. Hmm. See, that's the problem. When you've watched somebody, but yet you don't, when you've watched a person's content, but you don't know if they allow raids or not. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do that. Well, I might just go ahead and end it then. Yeah, good job, Forrest. You try to do raids, but one is involving ambiance, so you can't really raid them because of that. And the other person you try to raid ended as soon as you did that. And a third one, you don't know if they allow raids or not, so you're kind of stuck on that one. So we're just going to go ahead and end the stream then. Yeah, so with that being said, so yeah, try to do a raid, at least, I try to do a good thing, but I'm not sure if, like I said, I'm not sure if there's unless anybody else has, like, a raid target I can go for. But, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if I want to do that. Hmm. Hmm. I just don't know. Who to. I just don't know if they allow. What about this guy? How long is he been going? About 3.5 hours? Hmm. Okay. Hmm. See, the problem is, again, that's looking like it's on a. That showing YouTube and Twitch. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 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 I actually found a retarget. Okay. All right. So we are gonna raid the person that is. We are gonna go ahead. Where is it? What is his name? So okay. All right. All right. So we're gonna raid Zombies Go Nom. Who is playing Super Smash. He's playing Smash Brothers. I'm going to assume Ultimate, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure that's Ultimate, but yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and yeah, my screen just ended. Alright. Yeah, so Zombies Phone Nom. There we go. There's their live chat. There's their live stream, I should say. Once again, hashtag Forest Raid. They don't seem like they're going to be ending anytime soon, so let's go ahead and raid them while the rating's good to do. So, with that being said, we can finally end this already. So yeah, there's the hashtag. There's the link. Put the hashtag in the chat. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I don't know when because it will not be tomorrow night because I'll be spending the night somewhere else for work-related reasons. So maybe the night after tonight, tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the my gameplay. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is Forrest Walpole signing off.